Yo guys, welcome back. Welcome to an early stream today. Early and short. Maybe it'll change something, maybe it will not, but we are going to have to see. Here we are. Oh, great. So, what are we going to do today? Am I streaming? Yes, I am streaming. I was just wanting to make sure. National road races are up today, and maybe even the start of the Tour of Austria. I have something to do later in the evening, so that's why it's somewhat earlier. But we'll see how far we can get. So, yeah, last episode, of course, we did Ronde de l'Oise, Tour d'Algarve, Paris-Troyes, Tour d'Eure-et-Loire, and the national ITTs. I wanted to do the road races, but unfortunately we didn't have time anymore for that, so we are just going to do the road races now and see how far we can get. Great. So, first up we have Tour of Austria, no, the National Road Championships of Austria. There's a hill in it, but I think we are not favorites. That has to be said. Let's see. Gal. Oh, maybe we use the other screen. Felix Gal, Felix Groschartner, Konrad, Keplinger, Mühlberger, Zoidel, Hasek, Schrettel, Gogol, and Messner. It's good that Schrettel and Messner are probably in our team next year. Hasek I also wanted to add, but he is still under contract. That's why. But yeah, those are the favorites. The teams, I think it's handy because there are favorites in lesser teams like Messner in Reza KTM. They are very big Austrian teams. And you'll see the biggest teams here just have one or two guys. So you want to go into break because the smaller teams want to go in the break, probably. So Rinkov, Advarix, Tyrol KTM, of course Weven, Arbo Kanteren, Reze KTM, and Arbe Miko. We are trying to get in the breakaway. I was wondering with who we should go in the breakaway. Nanning is too weak. Zankerle is I think the most fit. Geismeijer not, Dominic not, and Feuerstein maybe second favorites. So let's go with our favorites in the breakaway. And I think our favorite is Zankerle. But yeah, how has your guys this day been? Let me know in the comments if you're watching this. Oh wow, this has loaded very quickly. 52 riders I saw. So let's just play. Let me just put my PC in quiet mode. So hopefully you'll hear me better. Zangerle is at the front and he has a plus 2 day. Feuerstein has just plus 1. Now let's send Zangerle in the break. And maybe we'll... You know what, let's hit Geismeijer. This is last year. Let's get him in the break as well. Maybe he can protect us. Let's see. Nanning can stop pacing. There is a climb of what? 3.2 kilometers with a max of 14%, so quite steep. Alright, you can go 85 now. Geismeijer can go 85 now as well. Let's have Zangerle go back to here. And let's have our guys stop pacing here at the front. I think Feuerstein is our second favorite. So let's get Amman, because Nenny is a bit better medium mountain guy. Alright, we are in a group with Vesa twice. Apronex, we have KTM and Arbo, so there's only one team that isn't in a breakaway, and that was... Let's slow this down. You don't need to go that hard. And let's, by the way, conserve energy with Zangerle by just letting him coast in the wheels. VSA, twice VSA. In a minute, twice Arbo Canter, maybe. I mean, they are letting us fully go. Yeah. So this is going to be the group that we have to contest with. Let's see. Dolishas, not strong enough. Waffler, not. Steiniger, also not. Uschenhofer, also not. Genuine, no. Jaindel, and Freiberger. Zangerle is better than all of them. So if you're just going to... If you can survive it in here, because these are the biggest teams, you know? Was there one team that is not in here? No, all the teams with the most favorites are here. So that's completely fine. We'll just have to outpace them in the end. So maybe we can get Austrian champion today. Guys, who knew? Who knew? Yeah, it's a very steep climb. Luckily is not... Oh, the finish is on a steep road. The finish goes to the right, goes there. You see that? Crazy steep and super narrow. Alright. Then we know that. Yeah, let's fast forward. We don't have anything to do otherwise, so why not? They want us to pace more, let's pace more. Geismeier does have a better day than Zangerle. But because Geismeier, I think he's just a good domestique. Mainly because he's retiring next year. I want to see someone with her jersey. And though it would be very fun for Geismeier, I would obviously want him to win it in real life. But for now, not really. I don't really care about that. I don't know the guy personally, you know? We'll see how we are with energy at the end. Crazy steep climb, this one. What was it called again? It's called Grosse Kiep. If you know a bit of German, that means a great steep. Or something like that. The great steep. They are pacing in the peloton for some reason. Let's just keep him at 85, I don't really care. It's only Dahl, Grosschartner, and Mühlberger, Keplinger. So for the strongest guys of Austria that are pacing. I thought that Rinkov was in the breakaway, no? Yeah, Rinkov is in the breakaway. Oh, they're struggling. Alright, let's just put him on automatic. And let's get him on Amman. They're struggling in this climb. They're clawing back seconds. But the first have not yet been dropped. Alright. My day has been fine. I have been lucky to not have to do that much today. I did order some things on Mantel for cycling, hopefully before coming weekend, because I have another race. And I played a bit of games. This game. No Pro Cycling Manager. I just did what I wanted to do, and I did a bit of Minecraft. And I watched the NIDC Holland Tour of Holland, whatever it's called exactly, I don't know, but it's a race close to home. Obviously, yesterday they were in Dordrecht, and I wanted to go right to the race, but the start was on at 2 o'clock, and I had to work at 6. So I had to ride towards there, and the closest part was like at least 1.5 hours away, and they would be there at like 4 o'clock or something, or maybe a little bit earlier, maybe 3:30. But that does mean that after I've seen them, I would have had to go back home cycling. Then it would be 5 o'clock. I would have to shower and eat and do my hair and get all my stuff for work in like half an hour. And I thought, yeah, that's not worth it. Maybe they'll do it in another year, you know? Um, Marcus Freiberger has been told to stop pacing because they're pacing in the peloton for Rinkov. I don't know why. That is not that fun though. Possibly I don't think they have a real favorite. But yeah, Zoidel, I guess. 37-year-old. Does he need? There is a break in the break. Great. And the wheel pays them back. And because Sandro Genewijn is not collaborating enough, pace is too high. Sure, let's lower it to 65 then. There's another attack, but we're just going to keep pace, I think. We're in front of the peloton enough that we can play these games. And it looks like Tirol KTM and Arbo Kanter are also pacing. Who are those? Arbe, I think, and what is it? WSA? WSA? Yeah, KTM, Graz. And it was Arbo Kanter, indeed. Let's just keep pacing. 60 k's to go. The peloton is getting closer incredibly quickly, all because freaking Rinkov. They don't have to do that, you know? Yeah, they're pacing quite hard, but maybe 8 minutes is still long enough. Maybe they'll blow up when they get here, and we'll just go hard with Zangerle then. We'll just have to see about it. As you can see, the pace is great, but Rinkov has told not to pace. And they all say it either goes too hard. Alright, let's lower it on to 65 on this climb. It goes too hard. Or they think it's not on them to pace. Alright, let's pace 60 then. That's shitty because if they 8 minutes, they are not going to get caught that quickly. But if they break and they get to the peloton in this lap, look, next lap we're going to light it up, you know? I think that's only right. Alright, there have been some guys that are dropped. Great. We still only have 5 minutes, so let's up the pace to 75. Maybe even 80, you know, 75 is, I think, the best pace because they're pacing super hard behind. Rinkov, Advarix, why are you pacing for not even the win? I mean, of course you're going for Zoidel, but he does not have the status to be the Keplinger, to be the Gal, even to be the Grushartner or Mulberger, you know? Or even Konrad. Hajek. Or Schretter, you know, you don't have the pace. Let's just keep it at 75. I think that is fine. They are chasing back so hard. We have to go 85 now with Geismeier. We just have to. They're pacing so strongly behind. They're a bit empty though. You just have to stay in this group. There has been an attack. No, Oceanover is just empty, so they're going to pace. Maybe not because of Giant. But yeah, let's put you in the wheel. Let's put you in 85, and we'll just need to keep pacing. Go super strong with Geismeier. Hope we drop a lot of these guys here, so we don't have their competitiveness in the final. We are going to win with this group, I think. Geismeier now go back to 85. We are left with 5 Freiberger, Giandel. The only guy that's still in the wheel is Steiniger. And he is the strongest of these guys. We're going to go 85 with Geismeier. These guys are probably going to get back, but that doesn't really matter. Because it does matter. These guys been dropped, so what is the peloton? They are on... Can we see it a bit clearer? We are these 5 and they are here, so they're on 2 minutes now. Let's go 85 with Sangela and let's get Geismeier to protect him. This gel was a bit too early. Geismeier is going to get dropped. That's fine. I don't want to keep going 85. Because we need energy for the final and I did my gel way too early. Alright, here we are. We can go 85 here. We won't go any quicker. Let's see. Geismeier has been dropped and is almost caught by Schrettel. Geindel is broken. Freiberger is broken. It's still only Steiniger. So let's keep watching. We can't go any quicker. And Steiniger has been broken, guys. Sangele is breaking away. Here they are. They're going super, super quickly, but I think we are going to make it. Here, Schrettel is empty. Here come Konrad, Haller, Hajek, and Gögel. Oh, no! I completely missed the finish. But we take it. That's all that it's about, you know. And who is going to win the sprint behind here? It looks like Konrad and Haller. Oh no, first Schrettel, then Konrad. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking. That was my mother that came home. It's just when my father gets home, I have to do something with him at my grandmother's house. But this is great. 80 minutes in, first win of the episode, and it's a freaking championships. Let's look at maybe this button. Yeah, you'll see him coming here. And that was the last guy. Crazy! We're Austrian champions! That's great, that's great. Can't wait to see that jersey. Tactics. You already know. Alright, let's hope we can keep this up. What's next? Swiss, German, or Italian championships? Swiss. Oh yeah, of course. Staley is has what, broken elbow, no broken hand, so he can't be here. Maybe we are in the favorites though. We are not. It's just we are going to play. I think we have a bit of a chance with Stussy, at least when he has a good day. But I think The play is again getting the breakaway. I don't know how many riders there are here, but I don't think there are very many Swiss riders in like World Tour, Pro Tour, Conti. And Sylvain Dillier is here in the top 10 favorites. He's not the best mountain rider, but as you can see here, we have My Velo, Tudor. Yeah, this is a very small team. Pool. But we do have a -4. Let's just get in the break and let's see where that gets us. I think that's a good idea because Tudor. And they're not pacing anymore behind. Okay. That's great. These are all the teams we need. Talman is good for the day. Let's see. We have more climbs. Now we are on Roadraces. Before that is Beretswil. No, I don't have a translation for that. But the start is also at the finish. We have Ginter, Talman, Balmer, Talman. Simon Pelot is a bit washed. I'm going to lie. But I think these are the favorites. Suter, Talman, and not Ginter, Balmer. I think those are the favorites. Let's just keep it going at 70. We don't have a teammate. Otherwise, Staley would have been in this group as well. And a -4, that is really bad. I would have been happy with a neutral day. Anyways, the downhill is quite enough to replenish or yellow because it's very small. The sprint is very shitty. We have to go early in the sprint. Alright. They want to keep going. Okay, 60. That's fine. Let's go 60 then. Now they want to go 65. But now the climb is here again. Let's just keep it going at 63. See, these flat parts, they want to go quicker. And then at the climb, they don't want to go that quick. I don't know anymore. 30 minutes already on the peloton. I don't think we're going to let them. I think this race is a bit too... the circuit is a bit too long for that. Let's go 18 now. Let's get back to getting in the wheel. Let's go 20 again now. Hopefully our green bar also doesn't deplete that much. Now we can go 65 again. They don't want to go that hard, which I find odd. Let's go 55 then, 50 even. With 50 they want to take over. So let's just do that then. I mean 50, my green bar is not going to go that far down. Ooh, who is this? Jan Christen is trying to break away to us, but he's in a bit of a spot with 8 minutes behind the peloton and before him 10 minutes to us. So he is going to stay in Chaspatat, I think. Chaspatat, of course, means being stuck between groups. You can't quite get to the front. You just stay in no man's land. Basically, that's the Chaspatat. Don't ask me why are they attacking? They aren't even pacing. The pace is too high, they say. Right, let's get it to 40 then. I don't know why the pace is too high. I mean, I was going super slow. Now it's probably not going fast enough. Let's just get in the wheels at 20. This is a very steep downhill. And let's now get to here again. Let's get bidons before he starts complaining about it. They want to go 70, so let's go 70. I don't know why last lap they didn't want to go that quickly, but that's fine. Let's see what they want to do on the hills. I'm going way too hard on the hills. Apparently, let's just keep our eye on the effort meter. Maar ze gaan echt van hot naar her, ouwe. Now they want 70. Now they want not 70 anymore. Then the pace is way too hard. Now they want to go 82. I don't understand them, man. Alright, then we go 70, and in a second they say we want to go between 30 and 40. I have no clue what they want anymore. Let's get over this small hill here. And let's go 20. As long as we're not spending any energy here. Ooh, did you see what I saw? I have not looked at this. Jan Christen still in between, but the peloton is pacing quite hard. Probably for Christen then. Still 7 minutes though, but I don't think that's quite enough for the finish here. For still 60k's to go, to have 7 minutes, I think the breakaway may be caught in a sec. Wait, the pace is too high again. I'm not going to change it. Sorry. I was just reading messages. Yellow is full again, so we don't really have to slow or pace down. I think it's better if we just keep collaborating with these guys. 75 they want to go now. Let's get the last time for bidons. And keep going. Now we're going to hard again. Let's go 70 then. Now we're going to slow. So let's go 80. Probably the peloton behind it. Now we're going way too hard again. Guys, come on, keep. Wait a minute. No, I don't think my father's still here. He said like 7:30 maybe he would be here. But let's continue with this until... Alright, now I think it's stats to regain our yellow in the downhill. So let's try and do that. Alright, our gap to the peloton is higher again, so it probably is for just for this group. Let's regain our yellow completely. Thank you. And let's go 70 now. I'm wondering what will I do, because Balmer is the exact same sprinter as I am, though he has a bit more top pace. Talman is a less sprinter than us. Pelot is a better sprinter. And who was the last guy? Here, Zoeter is the best sprinter. So basically we have to break away from these guys in this climb. Now, where are we going to do it? On the steep part or on... I think we are going to attack here. Go like as hard as this, but Suter is still in the wheel. That's unfortunate. Let's try and work with these guys. In the back, they try to pace it back, but I think we are alright. No, we are not alright. I could try and attack again on this T part. If I go to the other side and try and attack, it was not enough. That was not enough. Now they're attacking us. Let's try and follow them. But we're not strong enough and they won't work with me. Why don't they want to work with me? Guys, I mean, for Shooter I understand because Taliban is here, but for Simon Pelot I don't understand it. This is your race as well, you know? Let's get in the wheel of Shooter because we're probably not going to can do anything anymore from now on. Oh, we are getting sprinted back. We have to... no, we are not going to make it. Our group is empty. I'm just going to sprint right now. And it's probably going to be top 10. Top 5 maybe? No, we're going to finish behind Suter. 6th. Balmer wins. Like I said, he was the favorite in our group. Or Suter, but Suter and Talman did not play it that well. The fact that Suter was chasing Talman back in the end says enough, I think. But the fact that Simon Pelot was not wanting to race, that says a lot as well. Let's see. Jan Christen is on the attack, but he is caught by the peloton. So he just attacks again, and he's empty again. Vorarlberg is maybe the favorite from this group. Eberschot is here. Jacobs is here. Attack by Vorarlberg. No, he's just pacing for Hirschi, I guess. Or Lienhardt. Quasar and Weiss, I would have just told them to do that, but instead of one of your sprinters, you could set up a sprint chain. Bisker attacks in the last kilometer, he sprints, and behind there are 3 Tudor guys, and it's going to be Hirschi, Vorarlberg just in front of Hirschi for the last of the top 10. Alright, end result. We're not on the podium, but 6th place, I think it's alright. Only problem is, there were 7 guys and we got 6th. So, not really anything to write home about. Let's see, Italian or German? First we have the German championships. Let's put our Jan Weitz on here because why not? Let's see, we have Johannes Peter, probably our favorite. Lucas Meiler and Pirmin Benz is not one of our favorites. How is Pirmin Benz almost as good as Lucas Meiler now? And he has a fitness peak. They all have fitness peaks. So let's cross our fingers and hope for maybe top 5. Cross our fingers to get a good racing condition. But there are many teams here. We are not going to win it in the bunch. That's a given. So we have to go in the break. And maybe I will just go with all of my guys in the break. We can try. This is really shitty. Pirmin Benz had a +5. And Meiler and Peter had a +3. And so we have a very negative race day condition. But let's try and get in the break. Okay, we are empty before the break. Let's not pace then. We just have to follow the break. If guys go, we have to get in the wheel, I think. And Pirmin Benz is going to attack with these guys. Let's try and get these other guys with us, but they are not letting us go. Okay, let's relax again. We don't have anyone to go in the break now. Of course, Jonathan goes. Herman goes. Abt wanted to go, but he cannot. We're just empty. They probably don't want. Let's see. First climb is Vrije Nol. They probably don't want too many guys in the breakaway, so they're going to chase back if there are too many. But we really do want to get in the break with Janis Peter, and let's send Irwin Benz as well. If we can get through, that is. Great. And let's just pace. Let's see, are we let go? Not really, but no, we're in the peloton again. Let's keep going with Permin Benz, because that gap is getting bigger. And let's try to attack again with Janis Peter. And they're not really hard pacing. Let's get Myler on 85, that's fine. You know what, let's get you on automatic, because we are going to focus on the breakaway, I think. Alright. You are going way too hard in this group. Blowing yourself up before we are even somewhere. Janis Peter, get to it. Thank you. You can do nothing. Please. So yeah, we are the best guy in this group now. And we are given already 4 minutes. 5 minutes. But if Löderer can get to us, that would be great. We have 2 guys from Rembay and a guy from that one blue team. Team Stork. And 2 of these guys. No, 2 of these guys. But that's insanely unlucky. We want to get someone from Lotto Kernhuis. We want to get someone from Embrace the World. And Roadraces, Ribatec, Tudor, Red Bull. We're not going to win this. But you don't know unless you try, you know? Probably Red Bull is pacing. Wow, a lot of hiccups, man. Yeah, Tudor is pacing, Red Bull is pacing, Intermarché. Do they have a lot of guys? No. They only have Ruch and Zimmerman. Zimmerman has a good sprint, so I guess, yeah. We're nearing the second climb, Meschede. Then somewhere in the future. Let's see, what's the pace? What do they want to pace? That's fine. This is fine. Löderer does not want to pace. And Karstensen was just here and Löderer is just here. Sure. That is fine. Okay. Next climbs are Niederwald, Meinkenbracht, Altastenberg, and then we have a local circuit, I guess, from Brunskapelle, so 5 times. Then we go to Altastenberg again, but I guess the other side. And we go a little bit further to Kaler Asten. Kaler means bald. So the bald Asten, I don't know what they mean with Asten, but it is an uphill sprint, but not that hard of a climb in the end. But it does look like, yeah, the descent from Altastenberg is the ascent of the other side. Let's get Bidons after this climb with Janis Peter. We don't get more than 5 minutes, 6 minutes. That is a bit worrying. But Janis Peter is doing nothing. He's not in the peloton chilling like Myler. That's for sure, but still. Let's just keep this going. In the front. I don't know why in this group they want Yannis Peter to go faster than Pirmin Benz for higher effort. I guess it keeps switching. Alright. Let's fast forward this. This is the intermediate part, the flat part. They say I'm going too quickly, but we're not going too quickly if the peloton is on 4 minutes. Yeah, Red Bull, Tudor really think they can win. Still, I think we can do good with Jan Peter, but it's unfortunate we didn't have a better race day condition, you know? Even if Pirmin Benz is empty and we get brought back, we still have Meiler as a domestique. Zomaar voor domestique rule. Let's look at the parcours. So this is the local circuit, I'm guessing. This is the Altastenberg ascent descent. And here is Kaler Asten. So not really that not really that many corners, but the finish is in a corner and it looks like we're coming from here, so something to keep thinking about for the sprint. We're really digging into our guys. Maybe I should have not sent our favorite in the break. Maybe just should have done one of these guys. Let's see if we can go less quickly in these descents. It looks like we can. Let's try and get all over yellow back before the local circuit. It looks like we can almost. We have to put him on 75 now because now there's a flat part again. Let's get the final bidons with Janus Peter. Let's get him to the front to Pirmin Benz because he is doing God's work. This is the steep climb. Probably the race is going to be made here. Jonathan Malte-Rotman is empty. But maybe that's good news because we still have Veuge. So one other team, but we do have one rider less. Oh no. I was going to say we do have one rider less for the... they're sprint training this already, man. And Ulich is now here as well. Is he going to attack? Ulich is going to attack. Right to us, okay. Let's try keep pace with Henry Ulich then. I don't know why he's doing this because for him it's a death sentence. Still Red Bull pacing. I know he's not that good at hills, but I think he would have survived. Let's see, let's go 85 then with Jannis Peter because they're going that hard. Alright, we are caught by the peloton. Let's get Meiler to protect Jannis Peter because this guy is completely empty. Meiler, where are you? Nice, he's here. And now we're just going to fast forward a bit. There are going to be attacks, but I think Red Bull is going to pace it back every time. Let's see, very hard downhill here to this village. So let's try and get all over yellow back. Still in downhill, still in downhill, still in downhill. Now we're not in the downhill anymore. Just getting up to 85 again. We gained quite some yellow bar. That is great. Pirmin Benz is behind with the group. Trinker, okay. I saw the name, I thought I have to read it again. Another attack by some guys. We are just trying to keep following this group. We are still able to follow. Let's go 85 now, because we don't want to go that hard. One is kind of flatter section. We pace some guys back. Myler is almost empty though, which is not good. I hope he can make it to this downhill in the group, because then he is going to regain some energy, like us. Oh, there has been a crash by Niels Pollitt from the front group, I think. This is such a fast downhill. Anyways, let's get this gel on Myler, because maybe it's going to be on time again, or the pace is going to slow down enough that he can use it, but we are on the climb again. Myler is empty. Let's put him on automatic. We are trying to keep pace with 85, but it's not fast enough. And the group has gone. The favorites are gone. Don't know why they're pacing themselves. Yeah, the favorites are gone. I'm not going to work with this group. Not great tactics of me. Let's just try and keep pace in this group. I mean, there's two out front, Lennart Kemna and Niklas Arndt. Now the favorites are there, Zimmermann, Steinhauser, Engelhardt, Niels Pollitt is back there. Some guys, Anton Schiffer is not keeping pace. Acht and Holman are also not looking fresh. But you can still get a top 20. And I think that would be good. So let's try and keep in this group though. Niklas Melkol is here. We still have 6Ks to go, so let's get our gel right now. I think maybe I'm going to attack here. Because quite some guys are empty. Let's get... We can't get in the wheel now, can we? No. Jörg Zimmermann is national champion. Yeah, I think we're just going to sprint and see where the ship ends up. Or that's how we say it in Dutch. Where the ship strandt. 14th. Could have been worse. For our first year, for this team, with not the best guys we could have asked for. Even with Jonas Peter, who is in himself not even that good in stats compared to most of the competitors, I think we can be happy about it all. But of course, we still have the national championship of Italy, so let's fast forward this. There's quite a lot of guys behind. The last guy is Kelly's, of course, it's Kelly's. In the end, Zimmermann broke away in front of Niels Pollitt and Jörg Steinhauser. That's fine. Let's get this last national championships. Italy. Don't have a doctor now. It's hilly, but it's sharp hilly. They're a very sharp mountain, a local loop it looks like. Konishev has a +3, so let's hope he keeps that. Wait, what date is it? Activated on the 26th, and it's 29th. Oh, so yeah, he is going to keep it for Tour of Austria, I guess. But if Konishev has a +5, and we get into the break, which I think we are able to do, maybe. I don't know, do we want to be in the break? Because there's so many Italian riders. Look, there's 3 pages, and until now, all the teams have at least 3 guys. We are the only one for Vorarlberg with only one teammate, or with no teammates. I mean, with only one rider. I'm just going to fact check myself in a second. Riders. Yeah. No, fact checks is completely correct. But look at these teams. If no one of these guys, we get a +1 condition. Alright, we're not going to win this. I'm afraid. Let's just try and stay in the peloton then. I mean, how big the front group is doesn't really matter. We just have to watch out that no one of Lidl, no one of some other groups are getting in there. No one of Pole Team, no one of Astana, no one of Red Bull and Lidl Trek. Or maybe one of them, but at least not a lot of them. Let's look at the race. Yeah, so here is Filotrano. I think now we're going to do a big lap. One big lap and then the local lap with the hill called Filotrano. We are finishing in Filotrano, no? Yeah, Filotrano. Yeah, we're not going to do shit here, but it's fine. It's fine. We are Austrian champion and our sponsor is Austrian. While this is running, let me just... Oh, no, not this one. Let me just go here. I just want to see if you go to PCM mod, there are a lot of jerseys, you know? And I just want to see if Team Vorarlberg has a national jersey. I don't think they have. Team Vorarlberg. Yeah, so these are their jerseys, you know? This is their new jersey, super cool. But they don't have any national jerseys. That's quite unfortunate. What you can do, however, maybe there's a prior jersey that maybe has... Here they have the NCs. It will be Vorarlberg Remus and not Vorarlberg Cycle Café. I mean, I can change it like myself if I wanted to. But they do have different sponsors here as well. I could also always change it. Unfortunate that they don't have the Remus, but here is Cycle Café. But if I look at the rest of the sponsors, here they have this, I don't know, this handle. Now they are GLS. And they don't have all these tiny sponsors here. And the rest is quite the same, luckily. So if you go to the NCs, the only thing we have to do is change the handle on their back. This handle, I mean. And all these sponsors that are here on the back. And change Remus to Cycle Café. You know? There are many sponsors here as well again. It doesn't have to be most realistic, it just has to look a bit good. Because I can try to change the colors myself, but I don't have whatchamacallit. I don't have the thing where you can change all the, what is it called? Photoshop. I don't have Photoshop, so I can't change the colors like all at once. It really has to be. Yeah, I do it in Paint most of the times, but the colors have a gradient, and that's just a pain in the ass to do. But maybe I can whip something up with the sponsors. Maybe I'll even make it in a tiny video. Show you guys how we do that, changing the national jersey, and maybe we do have a national jersey. You know, the it doesn't always show it on PC and mod if they have national jerseys. So we're just going to wait and see if they do. Whoa, there's a lot of tents here. Looks like some kind of festival, maybe. Oh, other wait. Nah, there are just a lot of tents there. I don't know why. This is the steep climb, and the finish was there. Oh, the finish is here. So quite a bit further than you might think, and that does mean we may be lucky because they might not be sprinting before there. Who knows? Look at all these stands. That's a lot. It's not that long of a climb. I am going to keep at 60 because that, and we're going to get bidons now. Because in the descent or on the flat and in the descent we are going to get back to the front anyways. And I don't want to extend too much energy. Let's see. Look, we're dropping back every time when we get here, but it doesn't really matter. But this is still a bit of a climb, you know? And that is in the final part, so we don't have to launch too early. We don't want to launch too early. How is the first group doing? We have Basso, Paseturi, Salamone, Parzetti, Namarchi, and Polga. Is it Antonio Namarchi or something? AN? I thought the other Namarchi was retired, but I guess not then, maybe. Alright. See, we're dropping through the group, but we're just keeping a... Every time you see his head down, he is going almost maximum of his pace. That means he is working. Every time he is sitting up, that means he is going slower than that. So now he's going slower than that, and now he is going that 60 again. Now he's going slower again. And probably in a second you'll see, now he's going slower again, but here he's probably going to, but this time he doesn't. Yeah, here. He's going hard again. It's fun if you know the graphics. You also could see from riders when their yellow is empty, or when their red is empty. You can't really see that, I think. Red is empty. But when the yellow is empty, you can see that. Ooh, what? There's a group pacing quite hard at the front, and we are all the way at the back. Was not paying attention for a second, and you'll see, yeah, you see what happens. Let's our effort back to 60 though. Try and regain our full yellow in this downhill. Yes, there we are. And now we just have to upper tempo every time we get to the climb. So maybe to 80, 85 maybe even. They're going way too fucking hard there. Alright, we're at the front again. Let's get it back to 60. Let's get bidons now. Because we needed to. And there's a group off the back who are in that Yeah, guys with very low heal stats. So makes sense, I guess. I always think this jersey, it looks like they are from Intermarché or something. Let's see if we can. Are there Italian riders of Intermarché? They have to be. At least mine is. Look, Beltrami just looks like Intermarché. But Intermarché is not here. Huh. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. We want to go 85 now. Look how many riders there are. Way too freaking many. And the peloton is split again. And I was not paying attention, so we are quite at the back. Let's get to the front again. Wow. At least somewhere to the front. Sheesh. Okay, we could not regain any energy on this downhill. Let's keep it at 85 on this climb then. Who is going so hard? No, Mosca? What is his first name? I don't know his first name. But we are not going to do any good here. Let's try and get to the front again. We are quite at the front now. That's great, so let's go 60 now. They're not pacing at hard. Capra is empty, but there are some guys now. Bajoli is now in the front. Burgo is now pacing for his teammate Basso or something. No, Borgo has gone to the front. I think they are from the dev team, no? Kinda stupid. Maybe you can't ride with the dev team in your normal team. Oh, here we have the dev team. Yeah, we don't have the normal Bahrain team. Does the normal Bahrain team not have any Italians in there? Maybe not, then I guess. If they're not riding here. I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't think so then, no. Because all the same rider. Bardiani, Polti, Bahrain, and now here's Little Trek. Even Milan is, I think, better than us today. We should just grab his wheel and then do nothing. Wait. I was going to say, we broke away? Huh? Right, I think that's my father, man. Or maybe not. My neighbor. Come on, let's regain as much as the yellow bar as we can, because otherwise we're not going to survive the last climb. You have to go like 90 here. There should be going super quickly. Here goes Bajoli again. Ciccone. Scaroni. Yeah, we are in the group behind, but that doesn't really matter. I think it's going to be chased back. It will be, it looks like, or not. We were there, and then Bardiani stopped pacing again. And now we're there again. Okay, great. We're still on group. We at least have a top 40. Milan is still here, so maybe we just want to get into his wheel, but it looks like we do not want to do that anyways. Here is the downhill. Let's see if we can regain some energy. I know it's... Then in a moment we don't have that much of a good position, but we do have to... Okay, now we have to go 85 again. Let's grab our gel now. Milan is going to the front. Pace for Consonni maybe? No, Consonni is empty. Don't get in his wheel. Corvilli. Let's get in the wheel of Corvilli. I don't know, man. We're not going to be... Let's try and follow them, but we're not going to... We're blowing ourselves up right now. Let's just go 99 then. And let's look at the line. Who is going to win it? Oh, that's not the group. They are here? No, that's not them. Let's go 85, mate. I mean, you could try and sprint, but... Milan is still in this group. But in the front is Ciccone. Is Ciccone going to take it? He is in front of Fiorelli and Scaroni. And then in the group line, Milan of course gets it in front of Bajoli. Then Piganzoli, Sobrero. And we are maybe going to get top 20. Nope. Just about not. If I wanted to get a top 20, I should have played the finale different, like not try and follow the rest, but I don't really care if we get a top 20 or not. I just wanted to get a top 10. If we had a better day, like a +3, like we were promised, then we could have done something more. But yeah, unfortunately not. Happens sometimes. But still we can look back quite positively at a Ciccone, one of my favorite riders. Let's see, Österreich. When do we get our new scout report? That's the 30th, so in 2 days. Let's go to the dossiers. Let's see if we can do something there. I'm just going to simulate to Tour of Austria. Or the Österreich Rundfahrt, I think it is. Of course, we get money. Money. I'm not going to do that again. I'm sorry. Yeah, 1st of June. Transfers. But we also get, yeah, I know about our calendar. Finances are good enough. Here we are. 100 for Germany, 250 for Swiss, Austria 2500, obviously. Ireland 100. Of course, we did not ride Ireland today. We did it last time. I thought we did not have a shot of winning. New sponsors who are Jeep and Magical Kenya and Viladomat from Andorra. Oh, but AC 795, 808. I think our high was 815 from not you, from Little Trek, Future and 123. Anyways, sponsor is happy with us. That's great. 2 new sponsors who we are not going to sign with, but dossiers. Let's look at the dossiers. I have my list still here. I want this to be my team next year. We are probably not going to sign everyone, but it's fun and nice to at least have the option. Today we would love to sign, well, Todome or Barhumi. Barhumi still do not want to sign with us, but I do want to sign him though. You know what? I'm not going to sign Barhumi. I'm going to do Todome. For the reason that he wants us more. So he can probably get into the green, if not to 100% maybe. And that means he's cheaper for us to sign. So, and he has a bit more, no, he does not have more potential. But he is the best Japanese rider in the world. What? Best Japanese rider stat. So yeah, there are still guys we do want to sign. I mean, can we get? I don't think so, but premium bands probably not. Let's open dossiers with Todome. Maybe someone ups their points again and we can't sign the rest. And then Wekkele, Fietske, Penna, Tendel, Stussy, Dunwoody, Marco Schrettel. Those are going to be guys I really want to sign. But there's also... Now, if I can get to the right menu. Please, thank you. Alright. Latest observed. There are maybe young riders we can sign, because I know Benz Benedict is a great talent. And who did we see further? Zeno. Go. Winter. Zeno Levi Winter. Crazy hair, but he's a talent as well. We already know that, right? So let's go to updates. Latest update. Boom. No stats. Hugo Ash. 63, but he's a sprinter. 63 sprint for Hildebrand. He's too young, by the way. Tim Jung. Tim Jung is nice, but I think Tim Jung was too young. Yes, he was. He is. He will be. Then... where were we? They changed the order. Anyways, let's go from the other side around then. Johannes Koch is a sprinter and a flat rider. But he doesn't have the great stats. Dieter Meijer we know nothing about. Mayer is too young. Alex Nekesa we don't need to know anything new about because he is just not it for us. Eberhard Ott, 16 years old, don't want him. We have Jork Heindel, he's 18, he's a mountaineer. He has an 85 hill stat, so maybe his mountain itself is not that high either. Sebastian Urban is everything. He is exactly what you want, but he is also too young. Unfortunate Urban. Urban. Maybe. Really is okay, but not that much, what you call it, potential. And who was the last guy? Michael Lewis. Haley guy, but he doesn't have the greatest other stats, so maybe not. One thing I did want to check is my sponsor finances. Here we are. Because right now we get 652 a year, which isn't that much, but we're probably going to 800, so there's 150,000 more over the whole year. Now, we want to increase our team with, I think all of our guys right now are on the same, 2,500. Let's say we increase our team by 4. So we have now 12, then we have 16. That means that's 10k more, 140,000 left. Let's say some guys don't want to sign for this money. That's easily another 30 or 40k gone. So that would be 100k left. And we obviously need to rehire or scout, I think. We need to re-sign our trainer, at least. I want to get a better trainer, so that's another 6k gone. I want to get a better scout, maybe. So that's, or another scout. So that's another 9,000 gone. So in the end, that leaves us with 50k a month, maybe, which isn't that great. But we'll work through it. We can. Dominique Aman. He's gotten better last time. Last month. In June. But he's projected to get a lot worse. So, no, we're not going to sign in again. He isn't even that good. Pigment Bands, still fine. He can't really progress that much anymore. You have him on time trial now? Yeah. Here we have Crowley, who we're not going to sign again. Don't say it too loudly. Kilian Feuerstein. I really want to re-sign him, mainly because of his incredible potential right now. But the problem is he's training under a not that great guy. But we don't have the money to sign someone else. Yeah, I want to check this. Still hasn't done that much. I guess Nenning may be a modern guy, but we are not going to re-sign him, so that does not matter. Feuerstein is happy with his trainer. That matters the most, I think. But he could progress more with medium or with modern. Anyways, let's jump forward to Tour of Austria. We have a hilly stage, another hilly sprint stage, a mountain stage, but the mountain is quite early, so I don't know if it's that worrying. Then we have this stage, hill at the end, but they say it's a flat stage, but there's a hill at the end. Maybe we could break away because they say it's a flat stage, and this is maybe the Queen stage even. Finishing uphill on Sonntagberg, the Sunday mountain. We need to get a top 10. So let's try and grab that then. I'm just wondering, my father said he would be here already. So I don't know if I want to play the first stage or not. You know what, no, I will end the stream here maybe. Yeah, maybe next time I'll do just another short stream for Oostenrijk and that German race, the Rundfahrt. What's the place called again? I'm not making any sense here. The racing circuit. Because that's the one. I know the profile. Rundberg. I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, otherwise I will just watch series, I guess, in the evening. Doesn't really matter. But I'm quite a bit tired. I still have, like, my arm hurts still a bit. It's gotten better today. Since yesterday. Let's see, look at these nails. Wildcard we don't care about, and all these guys are at the end of their fitness peak. I hope they do not have to ride the race. Let's see. No, Meile. Thank you, Meile. Johannes Peter. Oh yeah, end of his form peak. Boy, why? I asked you nicely to get in form for Tour of Austria, and now you're telling me you're not in form. That's madness, that is. Anyways, let's look at other countries maybe. That's still something we can do. Results. Key moments. Ooh, the Giro has been won by Roglic. Second for Rafael Maika, and Eduardo Zambanini is third. Hugo Uhl is the mountain guy. Zambanini, wow. Great job for him. And Jonathan Milan is the sprinting jersey. This we'll just look at the end of the season, but here Tobias Lund Andersen is Denmark's new champion. Thomas Glover for Great Britain. Clément Ambroise Afonso for France. Raúl Garcia Pierna for Spain. So two guys that showed they can compete with the World Tour this year have won. That's great. Giulio Ciccone, of course, from Italy, we saw that. Jasper Philipsen for Belgium. Dan van Becken for Nederland. And Georg Zimmermann for Germany, of course. We saw that. Darren van Becken. I don't hate this guy, alright? Just don't like him. I rode with him. I don't like him on principle. I rode with him. He's my age. He's a year older even, they say here. But I think he's my age. Anyways, he got scouted by Jumbo-Visma back then. And the fact is, he got scouted purely on his watts. But you have to imagine, some people deserved it way more than he. And why? Because they rode results. Darren van Becken did not finish races because I guess he wasn't good enough for longer races, or he wasn't that good in a peloton, but he did not finish races. And that's insane. How can you scout someone because he has good stats? You know, he has good wattage, good watts, and then disregard everyone else. Because we have here, no, that's not going to work. Wessel Maurits, same age, same year, so I guess it's here above me. Like right now, he is at Unibet, Tiedemann Rockets, but back then he was not there, and he was like in between everything. It's awful. He deserves so much more, and I really like the guy. He's really humble. He's very nice. I rode with him a couple of times. I could borrow his time trialing steering wheel, what you call it, the cockpit. Anyways, very nice guy. But it is unfortunate. We can't do anything about it, can we? Anyways, if we could do Radom Ring right now in Österreich, because next time I'm maybe going to bundle these together. I've ridden Tour d'Alsace multiple times already, so maybe I don't want to ride it. And Keisprijs I have not ridden yet, I think. Maybe one time, so I do want to ride that. And then Volta a Portugal and Bicicleta is maybe one episode / stream. Then we'll group these French things together. Then we'll group these 3 together. I think we're just going to Istanbul and not Okolo or Tour of South Bohemia. But Tour of Istanbul and Tour de Roumanie, because this is important for the sponsor, by the way. And then wrap the season up with these races. hopefully by then, that's like what, 4 streams, 3 streams still here. We have a bit, maybe we have a watcher, or at least I can talk with someone about it. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. Of course, Austrian champion. It is a shorter stream, 1 hour and 30 minutes still. I thought it was going to be shorter. Maybe this time I'm going to cut it. I will download the stream and I will cut it so it can be way shorter still. Still. And we'll see what that gets us maybe. Anyways, yeah, let me just watch the button. Here we are. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around till the end. And thank you for watching, leaving comments. Right, guys? Right, guys? Anyways, thank you so much for watching and have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you're coming from or whatever time you're watching this. Have a great day and I'll see you next time. So, later, guys.